Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Firefly Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading for what is next in your career. So in addition to career, we're also going to be taking a look at anything regarding abundance or prosperity and guidance on things like how to remove blockages to this abundance and any other guidance that's going to come up. I'm not really sure what we'll find, but there are some other mini versions of the career readings in some of my previous videos, such as your 2021, and I also talked in a different one, the rest of your 2020 also had to do with this. So I've only touched on career slightly in those readings. So here we're going to go into full depth for it. So we have the 4 groups, and any of the groups are listed in the timestamps as well as in the comments. This is a general reading, so it might not resonate 100%. If you'd like a personal reading, the info is in the description. So I'm going to show you each one, but just go with whatever one your gut tells you or you feel called to the most. So this is group number 1. This is green obsidian. Group number 2, this is blue-green obsidian. Group number 3 is lemurian quartz. And group number 4 is coffee calcite. Okay, so one more time, we have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. Take as much time as you need, and whenever you are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 1, which is the green obsidian. So let's take a look at what Spirit has for you. Spirit, this reading is for group number 1. And the energies for them in what's coming next in their career as well as abundance in general. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 1. Spirit, what are the energies for group 1 in regards to what's coming next for them in their career and abundance? Please and thank you. For group 1, career, please. Career. Whoa! 3 of Wands as a starting card. That's great. Let's keep going. Hold on, I'll tell you. Oh my gosh, that is freaking awesome. I didn't expect it to be so in your face clear and positive, but this is amazing. So for you guys in group 1, congratulations. You are looking at expansion and wealth. That's freaking great. Okay, so you saw me shuffle. I'm not telling you. I am not telling you what you might want to hear. It came right up. And so we have 3 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and 6 of Cups. So 3 of Wands is a card for moving up, expansion, and for some of you, if it's relevant, overseas travel, some kind of travel or something. There's something here with passion we see with the 3 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles, this is pretty clear. This is the highest pentacle, well, besides the court cards of the deck. This is a card that has to do with basically building a legacy and being very secure and stable. I love this coming up together. It can't get much better than that. Like, whew, wonderful. So, I mean, of course, this depends on how far along you are in your journey. So some of you have been working on your career for quite some time, and others of you are just kind of, you know, starting out. Maybe, for example, you got your degree recently, or, you know, something like that. So what you can expect if you're a little bit earlier in your journey is that if you just keep putting in these steps, and either way you're going to be stepping up. Either way. So it actually doesn't even really matter here, but I just thought I would mention that. Now with the 6 of Cups coming up, with this one, this could be having to do with maybe something you're passionate about, or it could be something that you were thinking of since you were a child. So yeah, something like a dream, a passion, something that you are, something that brings you peace, perhaps even. Spirit, what can you please provide us with a little more detail? What's coming next for group 1 in terms of their career? So the relevance with the stage that you're in. So let's say that you were already working for some time. The expansion, then the evolving, the stepping up could be something like a promotion. For those of you that, for example, were not working, the elevation is going to be entering the work world, and something that's going to be financially abundant. So we also have the Justice card. Okay. So when I typically see the Justice card, I do think of something with balance, but we are looking at career, so it could be something with balance. And even for some of you, it could be talking about a job that has to do with the legal system. That might be just for a smaller number of you. Okay, Spirit, what else? For group 1, what's coming next for them in their careers or their world of abundance in general? For group 1, please. There it is again, the 2 of Pentacles, balance. Okay. So with these 2 cards that signify balance coming up, and then you also have, we'll take a look at these in a second, the Strength card. So I do like these coming up together because balance in terms of our careers is very difficult to obtain. Just having a work-life balance and not overworking yourself, and just like, I can feel the exhaustion. So if that was relevant for you guys, that is going to balance out. Okay, so like if you typically work yourself to the bone type of a thing, you're going to be seeing this balance out in the next stage of your career. The Strength card does give me the sense of peace. I did mention peace with the 6 of Cups. Even though I never said that once for the 6 of Cups, I just felt called to say that. And here I do feel that there is going to be a lot more peace and stillness within the next stage of things. Okay. So we also have the World card, which could be similar to what I was saying with the 3 of Wands. So this could be maybe hinting at just completing the previous cycle and starting a new chapter of your career, or just your life in general. So we have that. But I also think it has to do with the level of fulfillment that you're going to be feeling in the next stage of things. So let's see, 6 of... Yeah, so just feeling more satisfied with what you were doing. And I'm sure that the balance and the peace also helps that as well. And just with the 6 of Cups, like I said, that is something that I feel is close to your heart, whatever it is you're going to be doing next within your whole career. So I'm actually interested to know, to me, it gives me the impression that you guys did move up, but this doesn't necessarily mean that you stayed within, let's say, for example, the same company or the same field. I mean, it's not really showing a change. It's not showing a fresh start in terms of like the Fool card. I would say that might come up tonight in some of the readings, and I would say, okay, you're going to totally change your career field. This doesn't give me that impression, but we'll see. You also have the Queen of Swords and the Four of Swords. Okay. So with the, this could mean a couple of things. So with the Queen of Swords, I typically just think of speaking one's truth, but then the Four of Swords coming up here has to do with resting. I think that has to do with what happened here when we talked about balance. So that could signify that you guys spoke your truth or spoke clearly into the universe or your actual job itself, that you did need to take a step back and you needed more time for yourself because it was just kind of getting out of hand. Two of Wands at the bottom is also a wonderful sign because you see he's holding the world, he's looking out into his future, and there's a lot of prosperity tones in this card. Spirit, can you please give us a little more detail? What is next for them in their career for group 1, please? Yeah, there's going to be some fast movement coming in for you guys with the Knight of Swords. So something's coming in fast. This is not something that you're going to have to really wait. Oh my goodness, you guys are really on fire. Oh my goodness. So I mentioned fast movement. Now look at this. We're looking at fast movement towards opportunity. The Seven of Cups is the card for opportunities opening up for you. And I mean, depending on the reading, right? But you can see that there are riches here in at least 2 of the cups and just some interesting opportunities opening up for you. And like I said, it's going to take place swiftly. I mean, I do feel that these are positive opportunities, especially because we're matching with the Ten of Pentacles energy. Over here, we have the Death card paired with the Four of Cups. Very fortunate that this card came out with the Death card because we see here that there's going to be a rebirth from the energy of blockage. So you guys are going to be opening up, expanding, and just really, really moving forward. Okay. I think I saw the Queen of Wands a couple of times already. So similar to the Queen of Wands, just really standing in your power. It's not gender specific, just really standing in your power in terms of what you want and what you're willing to, well, what you're unwilling to settle for at this point. Let's just get more general information, then I'll get a little more detail for you. So you guys, I actually don't think that you really need the second part about guidance in terms of removing blockages, but I'll still get cards, but you guys are doing very well. Okay. Very fast moving fast moving energies that are coming up for you guys. It's very exciting. It's very optimistic. So it again gives me the impression that you guys have been working on this for quite some time. In my video, it was the how-to video I did, I don't know, like a couple weeks ago. I mentioned something about the symbolism of the cards and the way that they form, the structure that they form. So if you look at the shape that this spread is forming, you can see that it looks like it's building on itself, right? So to me, that symbolizes the fact that you guys have put in a significant amount of work into this area of your life, your life of abundance, your identities within your career, your, not even just your career, but your purpose. Okay, so you've built on that skill for some time now, throughout your whole lives, probably. And like, I keep feeling like this whole time I've been shuffling for you guys, I keep feeling out of breath. It's like, it's really pronounced, and it's much more than usual. So I feel this restlessness, or this like, maybe not restless per se, but it's like this, it is excitement. It feels like you guys are out of breath. So maybe you've been feeling like you've been running around, or really working on this for a while. And so that, not just like a one-time thing of running errands where you're running around. I'm talking about, this is the accumulation of all of your hard work. That's why I feel breathless right now. It's just crazy. So down here, this is one more thing to celebrate, literally the card of celebration, the Four of Wands. Okay, so you see the royal, so it's like this, the image of like the sort of royal vibes going on there. There's a castle in the background. They're actually celebrating, you know, they're happy. Look at the gold tones here. So this is, again, something to celebrate, a really high elevation here from your cards. You have the Page of Cups, which is another card that could signify some kind of positive opportunity. Okay, so this one's interesting. Let's get more for this. You have the Three of Swords and the High Priestess coming up together. So there's something, I'm wondering if this is a past influence, but let's get it. I think it is, actually, from what I'm gathering here. So it does look like something within your intuition was kind of, I am getting the image or the feeling of like stabbing at you. So I think that that's most likely what you moved away from. And that is kind of the sort of hints that we got over here. So let's take a look into that one. Victory and Success card on the bottom of the deck. So yes, you guys have really, really been working hard. Spirit, can you please clarify the Three of Swords? Why is the Three of Swords coming up? Three of Swords, Three of Swords. Yes. Again, I can't breathe. You guys are killing me. So the Six of Swords, you see, this is what you moved on from. Okay, so the difficult time of your life career-wise, there was a lot of, I think there was a lot of abuse for most of you, actually. Just like a lot of, so over here, remember, we had two cards that have to do with balance. So something was clearly unfair for you in the previous chapter of your life within your career or within whatever, like that part of your identity. You know, it's not literally sometimes career, it's just like that pathway of your life. So it could have been anything that you were working on or working with. Okay, yeah, you moved on from that, you moved up from that, and you, I think somewhere along the line, you guys, it looks like you really established a lot of confidence within yourself. The Queen of Swords always gives me that vibe, and the Queen of Wands also did pop up on the bottom. So that's the, you know, just you taking back your power, you knowing your worth, and setting that firm direction and boundary. Yeah, there she is again. So what am I going to look at now? Let me get one more pull of this one, and then I'll get the other another deck for you. Spirit, any final messages for group 1 in regards to what's next in their career? Okay, so you guys are all around kicking butt. One after the other. Look, at first you had the Moon card, which has to do with illusion, fear, anxiety, paired immediately with the Ace of Swords, which has to do with clarity. You see that? You see exactly what you guys did over here. So you, oh my goodness, you have really mastered your intuition. This is really intense. So it's yeah, you guys give me the sense that you're incredibly hard workers, and you are interested in growing as a person and in your spiritual growth as well. Like this is just what you do. Like you're not here to kind of like slack off or laze around. Like you guys really take your growth seriously, and I just see it's all over the place that you just keep knocking down all of these obstacles and just taking every opportunity that you can for your growth. This is really consistent, this message. So that's what we have there. Okay, so now let me get another deck and see let me get some specifics again. So what's next in your career? I've never done a full reading on this, so I'm just trying to see what else we can get for you guys. Maybe some practical stuff. So this is the Gilded Royale deck. Alrighty. Okay, so Spirit, if you can maybe, I don't know, let's break it down a little bit. Spirit, what are some practical steps or events or energies that are going to be coming up for group 1 in their career? Let's kind of break that down. Oh, you have to be kidding me. I can't believe this. Oh, okay. So the first card we had when we shuffled here, it came up again. Okay, so for those of you that have been aching for moving up in the position you're already in, or those of you who haven't been working and you want to start working, it's coming in fast. 3 of Wands twice as a starting card is... Okay, I need a moment. Woo! Okay. That's the excitement. I feel it. I feel it. I feel you guys, like, I don't know, getting a phone call, an email, or like having an interview, or the results of the interview. This is crazy. I'm so excited for you. Like, you can see the little, it's like, it's slight, but these little splashes of water, it kind of feels like that excited energy there, and the sea in the background, you know, just kind of being excited waves. And then over here we have the 8 of Swords and the Page of Wands. Again, yet another combo. Okay, another combo of the past and what you've been able to accomplish in the present or will in the future. You were once trapped, but now you created an opportunity for passion and growth. That is amazing. I told you guys that you did you mastered, not you seemed to. You mastered your intuition. And because of this, because of the High Priestess, the highly spiritual card, you were able to get yourself out of all of this. So let's take a look at that all together. You were able to remove yourself from all of this. And again, if you're earlier in your journey, you will be able to remove yourself from these negative energies or these blockages. Let's take a moment to talk about that, right? So let's say you're earlier in your journey and the blockages are things like heartache or unfairness, negative thoughts, being unable to see yourself as free, right? And maybe kind of like closing yourself off to energies or abundance in general. So remember that first and foremost, this mindset is what's causing that energy. This, let's say if it is unfairness, to take back your power and to realize your worth, and to also demand justice and fairness. That's another part of it. You don't have to settle. You don't have to settle for being treated unfairly at all. Like, never, ever, ever think that that's okay. And not because I'm saying it, but because that's the truth. Okay? And then over here is just simply being open and having that faith that good things can come to you. As you can see in this card, something is being offered to the person, but they are refusing to look at it. So if you raise your eyes and you just notice that it's there, and then you take a breath and you relax the spirit, you will be a little bit more open to those gifts and you will be able to receive them. So that's what the guidance is looking like for you guys. Now, as you can see from the rest of this reading, all of that works for you, okay? And the, of course, biggest message is to master your intuition, like most of you have in group 1. To master your intuition, and so the word is trust. To trust in spirit, to trust in, to have faith in the grand scheme of things, and faith that good things will come in when the time is right. But also to this, remember, I always point to this is the gut feeling, this is our intuition, the seat of our intuition, and to really say, like, does this feel right? But you guys have mastered that, and again, if you aren't quite there yet, just continue to work on that and it'll really come through for you. Spirit, anything else for group 1? What's next in their career? Any other specifics, any other details that will be helpful for them to know? Whoop. Okay, so this is good because it's giving us a little bit more detail in terms of what to look out for. So you do have the Queen of Wands kind of showing up again. So here you are standing in your power, but it does sometimes tend to come with conflict. But this doesn't look like anything too chaotic. This just looks a little bit like hassle, some competition. Some of you might be encountering that within your workplace. Okay, what else? Yeah, so for those of you that work with a lot of people, if you're part of a team and, you know, all of that, there might be a little tension as you move forward. Okay, so if that does come through for you guys, I would probably say the guidance there is just to continue to be, yes, to stand in your power, but of course to have the balance of gratitude, and a respectful tone is always going to benefit you, versus, let's say, not saying anything at all, or being a little bit too, you know, a little bit too powerful, because sometimes it just takes a little bit of a delicate balance. It's really up to, again, your intuition, but they are saying to kind of keep yourself firmly grounded at your center is an important message here. Okay, so let's see what else. The good news either way, if you do encounter that, the good news is, because see, it is coming up here as the moon and the devil. So a little bit of shadowy energy coming through. This could look like doubt. You know, let's say if things were going amazing and then all of a sudden you run into a roadblock. So this is just like a friendly advisory. It might cause you to feel slightly doubtful about yourself and about the whole thing. But the good thing that we see here as we move forward is that the Judgment card is here. So it's another kind of a cleanse and a wash, like a rebirth, similar to the Death card that you will be seeing as you move forward. So let's get a little bit more, because that's interesting. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 1 and whatever's going on over here in their careers? And by the way, it might not only necessarily be amongst other people. I said that because we have the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. This could be situational as well, meaning the energies are a little bit tense, so there could be some difficulty there. But either way, whatever it is, it might cause you to doubt yourself. So try not to worry. Go right back to the attitude of faith, and this Judgment card, this Judgment energy will take place. It will come through, and it will help to cleanse you again. Anything else for group 1? Okay. We have the Emperor, the Knight of Wands, and the Hierophant. So, similar to the theme over here, I do feel that a lot of you are going to be in a position of power. If not immediately, then you're working towards this and it will eventually come through. The Emperor, yeah, so there's status here. There is status here. Okay, and Knight of Wands, we have more movement, more passionate movement. And then you also have the Hierophant. The Hierophant could be signifying working as part of some kind of either community or some kind of establishment, institution. Could be a school, could be, well, I mean, it could be anything at this point. But yeah, just kind of working amongst others. But I do think it might end up being in a position of leadership. But we did see that here twice already confirmed. Okay. So, like I said, this is the first full career reading that I'm doing, and I'm quickly seeing that this is not telling us what your career will be. I actually thought that that's what it was gonna. This is not showing that at all. This is showing what's gonna happen in the current path that you're already in. So, let's be safe and get some energies for that. Just because I feel like if I don't, I'm gonna get kind of yelled at. Let's find out. Let's get some cards down here. I know that's a curiosity, but let's see. Okay, Spirit, for group 1, in regards to the field or the energy of whatever it is that they're going to be in or doing, what messages do you have for us with that? Okay, ow. For group 1, what fields are they going to be working in, or what field is this referring to? I think we got a flip here. Oh. Whoa. What's going on? Okay, that's enough. Okay. Whew, this is really intense. Okay. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 8 major arcana cards. That's ridiculous. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say, and I know that this is not going to answer it for all of you, but the first thing that I wanted to say was that whatever career field you're in or will be in, you are 100,000% passionate about. Okay? Because first you have the Two of Cups. Then you have the Lovers. Then you have a divine counterpart, the Emperor and the Empress. So it's kind of like they're saying it's your career soulmate kind of a thing. Now, for those of you who are already in the field, I feel like this is something that you already loved and you already were passionate about. So that part is there. It doesn't seem to me that it's a wrong fit for you. It just seemed that maybe the conditions were rough before. Okay, so you also have, this is a lot of different energy here, but yes, it does look like the passion is there. It could also, your job could have to do with something with balance and duality as well. So maybe something, again, something with justice. Now there are a little bit of tones here of, well, actually, with the Empress, I was going to say something that could potentially have to do with children. But again, it does look like with these cards coming up, it does look like there's something having to do with leadership. The Chariot, the Hermit, the Star. Yeah, the Star card leads me again to say that this was something you dreamed of. With the Tower, I'm getting kind of like a high energy, kind of almost like a chaotic energy from your field. And the Hermit, yeah, so some attributes are coming up, not necessarily the field. It looks like this is something that you have to really, really think, sort of think on your feet and take initiative. So it is a high-paced job, it's looking like, or a high-paced field where you are in a leadership position and you are someone to keep order to everything. So, it kind of sounds like you would be, I don't know, maybe like a coordinator, a teacher, or someone who organizes the whole, like all of the plans, or it kind of makes me think of that. Like a project developer. Like there's all kinds of different, of course, there's all kinds of different career paths for this. But again, from what I got from you guys, it seems like this was something that you loved and something that you felt like a sense of belonging in as well. Spirit, is there anything else you can tell us about what career path this is, or what field this is, or what they will be in? Okay. Yeah, so from having moved on from whatever it was that was unfulfilling to you, the path that you are on now, it does show a lot of satisfaction, a lot of fulfillment. Spirit, one more card about the potential field or maybe area of this. I love how it's not telling me, but it shows success. It shows success, triumph, maybe being a public figure for some of you. It could be something like that. Maybe some of you are like running social media or something having to do with that. So again, my aim, I wasn't 100% sure what I was looking for with this reading, but we certainly got good information as to where where we are headed, where you guys are headed within the career. So let's just get a final pull. Spirit, any final messages for group 1? Okay, geez. Strong messages. So we have the King of Pentacles. So with the King of Pentacles, again, it's giving me this idea that you're going to really rise up and be in a position of leadership and be making a lot more money, which is woo, which is great. Then you have two repeating cards. You have the Two of Cups and the Chariot. They are asking you to kind of assert your will and take more charge with things, but they are asking you to do it gracefully and to do it not quietly per se, but just you know, always have that sort of centered approach when you do things, because that's when you were at your most powerful. Okay, so going back to the part about guidance on the blockages, you know, we kind of went through that. I didn't spend as much time on that because you guys are doing so well that I only kind of spent a small portion on that. But other than that, group one, it's looking really, really good. Okay, so feel free in the comments to let us know what, you know, what's going on with you in the career. Maybe, you know, you're thinking about getting into a certain career, but do keep, if that's the case, do keep in mind some of the energies that came up for it, because there was a lot here. You know, I don't have to repeat them. You can just go back and check that. But yeah, group one, that's what I have. This is really a lot of power here, a lot of success. You know, just keep it going. And then if you start to feel a little bit discouraged, just come right back to your center, come right back to faith. You should see another rebirth and another cleanse coming in energetically. So that will help to continue that path, that motivation. Okay, so thank you so much, group one, for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and share if this helped you. And I will see you in the next pick a card reading. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 2, which is the blue-green obsidian. So before we start, I want to mention, since this was my first full reading for career, I said this in group 1, I quickly found out that the messages that were coming up were messages for your current career path. Okay, so obviously that is going to change if you're thinking of you know, changing your career, or if you haven't started your career yet. So we're going to try to get a little bit of everything. Spirit, this reading is for group 2. And the energies for them and what's next in their career, as well as abundance. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 2. Okay, Spirit, for group 2, what are the messages for them? What's next in their career? Okay, that's really weird. Instantly, you got the same starting card as group 1. That is really weird. But good, you know, because they had a very powerful reading. Group 2, what's next for them in their career? Holy cow. Okay. So, Wow. Interesting. Group 2, yes, you are, I mean, for one, you're going to be moving up. Okay, so again, similar message from group 1, but you got it paired with, so you have the 3 and the 8 of wands. I think you're going to be relocating. I think you're going to be traveling, okay? So it might not necessarily be like overseas, but there's a lot of movement from these two cards. I'm like, that woke me up. It really did. Okay, so you have the 3 of wands, the 8 of wands, and the ace of wands, and the king of wands. I really, really think that for most of you, an opportunity is right around the corner for advancement. Okay, so again, we'll touch on some other topics, but for those of you that are already within your careers, you're already established within your career, yeah, I mean, definitely movement up and onward. Okay, Ace of Wands looks like a totally new adventure. This can be relevant to, of course, to those of you who are not in any field yet. It looks like you're gonna start. So that's your version of movement. Is that so? Let's say you're starting out. You're just starting out. It looks like very quickly you're gonna be moving up, and with the King of Wands, this could potentially be a position of leadership. So the way that is different from group 1 is the King of Wands. This could be something having to do with even your own business or a business of some kind. Okay, so yeah, the King of Wands has that vibe of delegating tasks to other people and being an entrepreneur and things like that. So that's how this differs for you guys. And I think that this is going to sincerely change the game for you, because look at all the pain in your past energy. The 10 of wands, the 10 of swords. You see, the wands got me. 10 of swords, the death card. Okay, so ending this cycle, everything's going to be changing next for you. So again, if some of you haven't been working, or maybe you're just starting out in terms of your career identity and all of that, this is looking awesome. And for those of you who have already been on the journey, this is still looking awesome. I mean, come on, like you're moving on up. Okay, so over here with the 4 of Pentacles, sometimes this can be a negative card, but what I see here instead is you gaining a lot of control and stability with your finances. You see how look at how he's holding the pentacle. He's like, I mean, yeah, it can look like he's holding it on a little too tightly, but I think that this is like, oh, it's here, it's mine, I'm holding on to it, I'm not letting it go, but not necessarily in a stressed out scarcity kind of way. Okay, so you have that, and then you also have the High Priestess. A lot of similar cards from group 1. I'm sure that you guys were called equally, well, I mean, you might have been called equally to both of those. They're both obsidian anyway. So we have the High Priestess. So I do feel that with you guys, there was a strong spiritual pull to do this, or to step towards this. I do feel that you were guided strongly to this part of your path, and guided towards this new beginning that you're passionate about. Okay, so the way that I did it for group 1, I'm going to get some info as to what this path or career path will be. I'll get it at the end of the reading, just so that you can have some direction, just in case you have no idea where it's headed. Okay, Spirit, for group 2, what's next for them in their career? Oh my, Judgment. Woo! There's definitely a new beginning here. I mean, it's so confirmed. Ace of Wands, Death, Judgment, 3 of Wands. It's all, and not to mention the 10 of Swords. You guys are like twinsies of group 1. I know I keep talking about that, but you know, at this point, just watch group 1, because the messages might be there for you as well. So it might be like a split thing. I mean, it is green and blue-green, so you got to figure it's going to be similar, right? So we have the Judgment. Like I said, there's going to be a strong and noticeable rebirth for you guys. So the way that translates into the daily world, I mean, look at what we have here. We have the 6 of Swords. So you're certainly going to be, now for you guys, I do sense that, yes, you're going to be moving on from the difficult energies, but this might be a little bit of a swift sort of turn for you. So I do sense that some of you, not all of you, I think that for a portion of you, you're going to be seeing, it's kind of like the boat took a right turn. is almost what I see. So that could be signifying that you did take quite a turn in your career. Whatever it was that you turned into, which is what I'm seeing next. So either next or you're already doing it right now. So for example, if you were working for a company, it kind of looks like you took a turn and just went on your own way, you know, and some of you might have even started your own businesses or started working with other people with some kind of a new idea, something like that is. So this is a little bit more of a kind of like a drastic shift for you guys in group 2. Okay, and with the King of Pentacles and the Empress coming up together, there's a lot of power here. A lot of power, and as you can see, abundance and prosperity. I think that you guys manifested this. I really, really think that you did very well in terms of manifesting these abundant energies, and it freaking worked. It came towards you, you know. I think that here with the Moon and the Four of Swords, you also have the Two of Pentacles. I feel that things were a bit murky for a while, but you stayed true to your path. You manifested illumination, basically, and brightness and high vibrations. And with the High Priestess, I was getting the vibe of sleep and dreams and just something having to do with a higher vibration on a spiritual wavelength, right? Yeah, with the Two of Pentacles, it kind of gave me that feeling over here. You were just kind of tired of the way that things were going previously, and you just dropped everything and you just moved forward because I think that this had to do with divine inspiration, now that I'm seeing it here. The Three of Wands and the all these wands together. This is very, now that I'm seeing it, yes, this is very, very divinely guided. Particularly with the Ace of Wands. So I think you were called suddenly to do something, right? And later on, again, we'll get a little bit more on that. So for some of you, it could have been something spiritual or creative, but there's just so much passion here that whatever it was, it's something that you uniquely are passionate about, and that I know could be anything under the sun, but we'll get some more later. Let's see, anything else? Wow. This is fun. Okay, what else, Spirit, for group 2? What's next for them in their career? Okay, I'm telling you, the amount of cards you got from the same cards that you got is just ridiculous. It's all over the place. So we do have some fast movement here. With the Knight of Swords, I feel like not just fast movement, but I do feel that you're going to have to make a very quick decision about something in regards to your career, or maybe that already did happen. Some of you already made the decision, right? But others of you, you might, I mean, it's just representing such quick energy. And again, it's leading me to say that this was divinely inspired. So one quick thing about that in terms of a blockage to potential blockage to abundance, to receive this divine spark, all we need to do is be aware and open to it, and this will hit you. This will come towards you. And here with the Hanged Man energy, well, for one thing, I do feel that there is something that you have to turn upside down for and kind of like change your perspective on. That could simply be the belief in miracles, the belief in change, faith that this kind of divine spark could come towards you. So that's all you have to do, is change your perspective on it. And then you have the Magician card here. So the Magician, exactly, he's like the miracle worker. He makes miracles happen. He manifests whatever he wants to manifest, and then it comes true. So I feel like that has a big part of it, particularly with you guys, group 2, because there was some call to destiny here, really. This is a very strong message. So then you also have the Four of Wands. Yeah. Four of Wands, just Whatever, yeah, so when this strikes you, this is going to feel like from a 0 to a 10, it's going to be like an 11 in terms of the energy and the excitement. So it's when it hits you, it's going to be hard to not notice. Spirit, is there any other details you can tell us about their career and what's next in their career? Again, we have a new beginning. So you can be sure that this is going to be something that you are passionate about, something that you love, and something that calls to your spirit. This is a very, I do feel that this is something that is within your destined path. I really see that. So let's get a little more specifics and see if we can peek as to what this could possibly be, just in case you don't know, but it looks like you do know. Oopsie. Okay, so I am just very curious what field this is in, or what, I guess, category. Spirit, can you tell us anything about the energies for this particular career path or field or anything, life path? Can you give us some clues as to what this could be? What field is this in? Okay, so again, another card that they got, but for you guys, I think this has a little bit more to do with creating justice in the world. This reminds me of, you know, things like with human rights, or being an advocate, or being, well, the word political advocate actually kind of flashed in my mind for a second there. We have the Hermit card, so this is something that is going to be incredibly intellectually stimulating for you guys. And what I said here with like human rights or some kind of justice, you do have the Nine of Swords, so I think that this is something where you're advocating for people who are going through a lot of pain, something like that. We have the Knight of Cups again, so something having to do with a bit of healing. Spirit, what else can you tell us about what potentially, what field or what path is this, or does it involve? Okay. So over here you had the Knight of Cups, then you also have the Knight of Wands, and you also have the Knight of Pentacles. My golly. So 3 knights in a row. And then you also have the Page of Wands. You have the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. Okay. A lot of energy is actually coming up here. So with the 3 knights coming up, again, it just gives me this impression of you fighting for someone else that is unable to fight for themselves. The Empress was the only card that gave me the hint that it could be for, let's say, children or the younger population or something like that. The Nine of Pentacles just gives me, again, it confirms the energy of the King of Wands. Like, this is something that you're doing independently and something that can really help to make a difference. Okay, so let me just get a little more specific there. The Seven of Wands showed itself twice at the bottom of the deck. And I just feel that, yeah, so the Seven of Wands, again, fighting for something, standing up for something or someone. I don't get the impression that it's like you're standing up for yourself. I really get the impression that you're standing up for others, something having to do with your intellect. Now, again, similar to Group 1, they did get the Justice card, so some of you, only some of you, it could have to do with the actual legal system, right? And I say that because of the actual Justice card and the Hermit. You know, just, you know, things like with the law and criminal justice. I mean, there's a lot to know. There's a lot to study, and just kind of being quick on your feet kind of a thing, that feeling. Spirit, is there anything else you can tell us about what career path this will be? Okay. We have the Four of Cups. And the World. One more. Let's do one more. And the Nine of Wands. Yeah. I feel that this is a very high calling, actually, okay? So because you have these, the World and the Nine of Wands, it gives me this feeling of, I mean, this is a card of battles and this is literally the world, so it just kind of feels like you're doing something of great importance, or you will be doing something, or let's say building towards that. This is a little different than the energies that I get for the, like, a humanitarian field. It was something specifically with activism, or yeah, so I gave you some of the clues already. So I mean, it could, of course, it could take a sort of a smaller scale at first, you know. This could be working for an agency or a non-profit organization or something like that. All right, let's just do Spirit, any other clues or messages? What else do you have for them? The Ace of Wands again. I can't believe how much passion there is behind this. So another clue is simply just ask yourself, what are you really passionate about? Are you passionate about helping people? Are you passionate about like standing up for injustices and things like that? So for those of you that are creative, by the way, I strongly feel that your creativity is going to be a part of it. So whether that means that you're going to do something on like social media or your own website or something like that, I do feel that you're going to be writing about it or drawing about it or taking photos about it, something like that. And Spirit, what advice do you have for them in terms of removing blockages to or their abundance? Okay, this is a good tip here. With the Lovers card popping up again, signifying all of that passion, they are telling you that one of the biggest blockages to you guys specifically for your abundance is if you do this work with any other thought in mind besides your love for the field or for the path. So for example, if you start to work on things or seek out things only for material gain, or if you forget your passion for it, if you forget how much you love to do what you do, that is going to block you up very quickly. So that's a really good piece of advice there. Yeah, look, see with the Eight of Swords, it's going to make you feel trapped. That's another thing as well. So like if you start to feel within yourself that maybe you are trapped, or that you're stuck, or that there's no way out, that's another thing that will, for you guys uniquely, it will quickly confine you. So really, really, really be mindful of any of those thoughts that might pop through your mind. Over here, we also had the Four of Cups that I was waiting to interpret. Yeah, the Four of Cups does have to do with sort of that resistance. Also, some tip here for you guys with the Four of Cups is, like, if you feel any other blockages within your spirit, let's say you have some chakra imbalances from a previous issue, it doesn't have to do with career or abundance. This could have to do with blockages within the heart space, blockages within, yeah, like creative blockages. So they're asking you to pay more attention to those. So definitely do some meditating on where you feel blockages within your body, and with kind of like with this energy freeing yourself. Now, finally, we have the Queen of Swords. So let's say, for example, you have a blockage within the throat, and the throat, because you have been, let's say, silenced in your life. The Queen of Swords is going to help that. So the Queen of Swords is speak your truth, speak your purpose, and lead your life, lead with truth. So those are just a couple of little things that I saw in terms of what could potentially be blocking your abundance. It's all connected, right? Okay, so I'm going to get a final pull here, but this is very interesting. Spirit, any final messages, advice, guidance for group 2 and what's next in their career? Oh my god, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Oh gosh, this is amazing. Amazing. Okay. Where did it go? So you had the Nine of Pentacles, the Empress, and now pulling up the Queen of Pentacles. Look at that green. Whoo! Look at all the prosperity and abundance here. This is just amazing. So you had the where was it? The King. Well, I think you had it more than once. I don't remember. Oh, a bunch of Pentacles. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. So I feel that no matter what you do, like no matter where you think things are headed, there's going to be a new beginning of a lot of abundance coming in for you guys. But definitely work on any of those doubts, okay? Just have a little bit of trust. That's it. Just have some trust, you know, speak to the universe, speak to spirit, speak to your guides, and just allow them to guide you towards this, because it's just dying to come towards you. You did have the Page of Swords as well. I feel like there's going to be a bit of clarity coming through for you guys soon. And then you have the Sun. Okay, so again, the theme of passion and your happiness and your fulfillment. It's just so strong. Okay, so I forgot what I was going to say with these three cards, but yes, look at, I mean, this is prosperity, this is abundance, and it's also independence, and I really like that. I feel like you guys are go-getters. I feel like I feel like the success that you create is really the success you created for yourself. I don't think that you just sort of landed accidentally anywhere. I feel like you put a lot of hard work and a lot of thought into this, and some of you created or are going to create your own businesses, your own programs, your own, you know, this is very innovative. Okay, so a final piece of advice for you guys in particular, because you have a lot of ideas, definitely just write them down. You know, keep track along your journey, date your entries, and just really allow yourself to brainstorm without apology. Just do it. You know, like if you take up, you know, 100 index cards or just like 3 journals worth of stuff, you can worry about organizing it to perfection later. But for now, really let yourself bask in this excitement and this dynamic energy here. So group 2, what a reading. Oh my gosh, you guys are on fire, and it's looking really, really good. I hope that some of this advice or these messages helped. I hope it resonated. Let us know in the comments what's going on with you, and be sure to subscribe and share if this helped, if you enjoyed this. So thank you so much, group 2, for tuning in. Best of luck to you guys, and I will see you in the next pick a card. Blessings. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 3, which is the Lemurian quartz. So let's take a look. Spirit, this reading is for group 3 and the energies for what's coming up next for them in their career, as well as any areas of abundance. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 3. Spirit, for group 3, what are the energies for them? What's next in their career? Please and thank you. For group 3, what is next in their career or abundance? Please and thank you. Okay. Interesting start. What's next in their career? Whoa. Okay, yeah, very unexpected start. There is change coming for you guys, yes, but it's a little rocky. Okay, so we start off with the High Priestess, and my impression of that was that you guys are going to soon to know and understand that a change has to take place. And even just that is going to be very important, because without that, nothing's going to happen, right? No decisions are going to be made. Then you have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, there is an energy of... there's a slight energy of resistance here. So this could mean that finally some of you are... I don't know, like there's some kind of friction going on here. I feel that some of you are going to begin to know that either there's going to be change of some kind. So for some of you, that could look like starting a whole new career path entirely, or just something has to change here is what it's looking like, and I'll get to that afterwards. Okay, because we also have the Nine of Wands. So clearly there's been battles fought in the career aspect of your life. I feel like you've been wanting, really, really wanting a fresh start, a new sort of a turn. And to feel passionate again, I feel a staleness here. I mean, there's tiredness, there's staleness. Okay, it's tiring. I'm feeling the exhaustion coming from you guys. I feel like your inner child wants to come out. I feel like you want to be creative again. I feel like you want, well, I mean, of course, as with most people, but for you guys in particular, you want clarity again, and you want to embrace your soul's truth. That's a very, very powerful message. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, so with the Four of Wands, all of the groups got this card so far. So it does seem like there's something calling you home spiritually. Your soul is calling out towards your true... It is your truth, okay? This is something that you need. Something here is coming out. This is exciting for me to watch this unfold. Very different energy from groups 1 and 2. I feel like they were a little bit more certain of things, but for you guys, we're hitting that cusp where it's the beginning of that chapter, but that's why it's very exciting. Okay, so we have here the Three of Pentacles and the King of Wands coming out together. So this is a really intense energy of work and a potentially... So either work in collaboration, or even just like kind of thinking of your own ideas for your career path, or even, let's say for some of you, like something with a business, right? But it's just right now, it kind of feels like the brainstorming stage. So that leads me to say, an Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck, a new beginning. It leads me to say that for most of you in group 3, that whatever you're in now or were in, you were not happy with. It was something that did not stimulate you or not challenge you and not allow you to be passionate and creative, okay? So we'll get more. Hold on. The good news, The very good news here is that this energy is definitely coming to an end, and I see, I use the word cusp, so I feel that very soon you're going to be feeling that spark reignite. The cards don't actually, like, we didn't draw cards for that, but the feeling is here. It is here. And I think it's simply because of the High Priestess, and because of, like, this is what you want, and not even just what you want at this point. There's no other option. You need this. The soul's call is way too strong for you to push aside anymore or ignore completely. You can't do that anymore, it's saying. For group 3, what's next for them in their career path? Yep, there it is. There it is. Okay. Oh, golly. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Look at what we got here. Okay. So I said to you that things are going to be reigniting. The Eight of Wands. Okay. There's going to be movement. So for some of you, you are going to take the direct approach and choose to move on from whatever it is you're in now. Now, if you're already in a job or career path, you know, whatever, you're going to move on. And if you're currently not working, it's still going to be the same thing. You're just kind of tired of this energy and you want that spark. You want to reinvigorate yourself, and that's exactly what you do. Look at all the happiness and the brightness here. You're gonna step into a completely new vibration as you move forward. It's going to take a little bit of time, yes. But the important thing is that you take that first step, because without that first step, nothing is going to come into fruition. Okay, so this is the energy you're moving towards. All right, that's smack dab in the middle of these energies of the present. Is boom, it's gonna hit you. 2 queens, swords, pentacles. Okay, so what I was saying over here with, like, establishing your truth. So what you realize, or what you will come to realize, is where you belong, your truth, your path, as well as the need or the desire for abundance in your life. Because look at where you were before with the 5 of Pentacles. This is the energy of lack and scarcity and hardship. You may still, well, you're probably still in this energy, yes, whether it's literal or a mindset. But you will come out of that, and it is going to take a little sort of, not the word digging, but it's going to take some effort, yes. So let's spend a second just to talk about that, because we are going to talk about blockages here. But, well, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So bottom of the deck, before we had the Ace of Wands, now we have the 2 of Wands. You see how much passion is coming in for you guys, holding the earth itself, looking into the future with so much hope and optimism, and just looking at all the brightness that's to come. Spirit, what else for group 3? What's next for them in their careers? Oh my goodness. Okay. There's a glimpse here of what's going to happen at the end of the path. See? The 10 of Pentacles. So again, I am getting the feeling that it's going to take some time to build, but I feel like way before that 10 of Pentacles energy, you're still going to be feeling really good about yourself and really fulfilled by the path that you've chosen with that Ace of Cups. You also have the King of Cups, so truly standing in your power in regards to what you want to do. The Cups energy, so we're looking at creativity, maybe something having to do with spirituality, maybe the healing field. I'm getting that some of you are actually going to be working with crystals and energy healing directly. Okay, obviously not all of you, but yeah, like I said, something with creativity in, I mean, that is kind of a common theme, but for you guys, it's very healing. That's where it differs for this. That's where it's unique for you guys. It is very healing. Again, more passionate movement here. Let's see what else. Okay, what else for group 3? Group 3, what else is next for them in their careers? The Death card. Thank you. That's a very welcome energy at this point. Oh my gosh. The Death card is signifying the rebirth that is coming for you, specifically with your career identities. Okay? You see this here? You guys are tired of the conflict, all of the hassles, all of the energies that just really clash with who you are. Okay. You release this. You will release this. You might be releasing it right now. And that is exactly how you elevate yourself. You know what changed was, I feel, your sense of belief and hope within yourself. Yes, within everything, within your guides, within spirit. But I feel like you really finally lifted yourself, because I think that's really primarily where the rebirth started, was within you and your own self-confidence. All right, let's get another deck here to mix it up a bit. Okay. So, and we'll get back to the abundance, the blockages part in a second. Spirit, for group 3, what else can you tell us about what this career path or field or area will be in, or is in? What can you tell us about that, Spirit? For group 3, what field is this? What area is this? Oh. Okay. This is nice. I like this feeling. Oop. Okay. So, whoa, the Five of Wands showed up again. So my first impression was that you guys are natural peacemakers. The Ten of Cups. You see the rainbow. Look at all I like this fuzzy feeling. I'm feeling very, very fuzzy. I think that you guys are going to be in the, it could be the human services or humanitarian field. Again, the healing field, spiritual field, anything that gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling. I got that energy the strongest from the King and the Ace of Cups. Now, the way that it kind of cycles back, I said before something about business. Yeah, it's still taking that energy and that passion of the King of Wands, but just channeling it to something that can really heal people. Some of you might be working with animals, and usually when I think of working with animals, I also think of working with children because they're so pure. Okay, so it's something like that. Let's see what else. King of Wands came up again. So although you guys are very healing and psychic and watery in your energy, you pack a punch with the fire behind how passionate you are about what it is that you do. So to me, I do feel that it is going to be helping to change people's lives, to heal them, to give them clarity, to give them peace and guidance. Okay? Now, case in point, we have the Magician. Some of you are going to be, some of you are going to be very powerful energy healers. I know that's obviously not going to be for everyone, but for those of you that it's showing up, it's really showing up. Like, this is intense. Some of you, it might be other sort of branching forms of that. So it could be something like with meditation or yoga or anything that will speak to someone's spirit is showing up there. A smaller number of you, I do get teacher coming from that, because that is a similar kind of a vibe, because teachers, no matter what kind of teacher, they do speak to the soul a lot of the times. You have the Hierophant, so that the Hierophant could be kind of hinting at that as well. This sometimes has to do with education, institutions, community, things like that. So it could be a community leader of some kind. You have the Strength card. The Strength card, again, being very compassionate, but also being very powerful at the same time. So there's elements of that as well. So with, so remember I said the harmony, see, you bring harmony. Some of you might end up being mediators, or I mentioned the I think I said human, well, I meant social services. So maybe you act as a mediator or a counselor or something like that. being the voice of reason. That was another big one that came up. Okay. Could be an advocate or something like that. The world. I love the world card. It came up for one of the other groups, and the world. I'm taking this literally, that you help the world, you know, you help the collective, you help to, you know, to bring light. Gosh, that's a tall order, but you guys can do it. You know, not that you have to save the world, but you certainly help to make your mark and create a dent in your own unique way. Wow. Spirit, what is some advice that you have? Let's see, hold on. What is some advice that you have for group 3 in regards to potential blockages to their abundance? What is the advice for this, for group 3? So one thing that always comes to mind with people that are natural humanitarians is fatigue and draining, feeling like you're draining yourself. So one thing I'm going to say before I look at the cards is make sure that you don't empty and drain your own cup. One of the important lessons I learned about energy is that you don't have to use your own energy. Energy is all around us. And I've heard it phrased as, you know, kind of, well, channeling the healing from the source, from the spiritual source itself, versus thinking that you have to pour your own energy from your own cup into someone else's at your expense. Okay? So that's part of it. And yes, that's related to abundance, because if you are depleted, how can you manifest and draw abundance towards you when you are depleted and you don't have any abundance within yourself? Okay, so again, it is all connected. So that's one thing. You also definitely, as healers, you should take care to ground yourself, to cleanse and to protect yourself, and to replenish regularly. And that's something that I have learned the hard way. Okay, so we all have to know that message there. Okay, let's see what else. Ow. Yeah, like do some nice things for yourself if you're able to, like something like in terms of like stress reduction, if you can. I mean, we have to. We can't. It's not an option. So you have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Four of Cups, you have the Queen of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Yeah, so the Queen of Pentacles usually does give me that feeling like this is the queen that takes care of everyone else, but what about her? You know, what about her needs? So just spend a little bit more time and attention to replenishing yourself and caring for yourself, and again, feeling abundant already within you and your soul, and that will significantly shift the energies of abundance that you give out and therefore come back to you. That's there. Okay. Yeah, so same kind of deal with the Four of Cups, is to really allow all of your cups to be filled. Some of you do need to do a little bit more healing with your own energy centers, your chakras. You know, make sure that you are in a higher vibration, or well, rather, make sure that you're not in a low vibration, because at that point you're going to be burnt out immediately. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, allowing things to build over time. They're saying slow down. So in your mind, you know, if you... it came up together, the two knights. So in your mind, if you feel like you have to constantly rush and get things done for other people, please slow that down, you know, and kind of reverse that, because we have to refill the cup. And then lastly, you have the Emperor card. So yeah, with the Emperor, similar to the Hierophant energy here, I am getting, you know, someone who's a teacher, a scholar, and intellect, someone who has wisdom, you know, someone who is able to just talk to other people, and that person then really thinks about what you said and absorbs it, and then they are changed, they are enlightened, and they are changed. So I got that here. It's not necessarily advice though. Spirit, do you have any final messages for group 3? Please and thank you. Anything at all? Whoa. Okay. Again, I'm getting this image, you know, this vibe. Look, you guys are the peacemakers. You have a, so I think that the higher calling here has to do with delivering peace and clarity and truth to people. So I know that that's a very broad thing, but that is going to translate for you in your individual paths. You have that. You also have Justice, the Knight of Cups, Nine of Wands, and the Devil. Okay, so we're looking at these energies here. These are the energies of battle, shadows, darkness, all kinds of harmful patterns that people deal with, okay? So I think this is speaking of your energies in when, you know, before your healing or through your healing, as well as the energies of those that you're going to heal, right? So Knight of Cups, we're moving towards healing, we're moving towards balance. So yeah, you guys have quite an important contribution in the collective. So we want to make sure that you guys as empaths, healers, light workers, all of that, that you are replenished, that you are healed, that you are taken care of. And do keep in mind that the way that you are taken care of is by accepting that care, right? So if someone offers to help you out, if someone offers to just kind of replenish you in any way, just allow them to. Or even if it's spirit or your guides or whatever, you know, just allow that. You don't have to feel guilty for that, okay? What we want is a balance. What we want is a balance of that care, okay? Group 3. Wow, what a reading, right? So that's what I have for you. Let us know in the comments what's going on, and I hope it helped. And I don't even know what else to say. So yes, group 3, wonderful. I love these energies. So make sure to subscribe and share if this helped you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish you guys the best, sending you blessings on your journey, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 4, which is the coffee calcite. So let's take a look. Spirit, this reading is for group 4, and the energies for them in their career as well as abundance. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 4. Okay, Spirit for group 4, what are the energies for them? What is next in their career? Please and thank you for group 4. For group 4, what's next for them in their career? Oh. Okay, good. Jeez. Okay, group 4, what do we have here? We have the Queen of Pentacles that came out first, so that's a great sign. We do also have the Queen of Cups that came out a little later. Oh boy, this is really interesting. We have the 10 of Cups. We have the 6 of Cups. The 7 of Pentacles, I love that. The King and the 5 of Pentacles. And the Page of Wands. Okay. Alright, I need a... This is very curious. Let's take a look. Okay. There's definitely a shift, or you know what? It might be coming up for you. Yeah, something is definitely cooking here with the 7 of Pentacles. Something is growing. I don't think that you're aware of it yet, because it took a while for that to kind of sprout, even the energies right before my eyes. Okay. I feel that with the 2 queens, coming up here, I get the sense that maybe you are a bit comfortable, but there's still something here. It'll come up with the next draw probably. This energy over here with the 10 and the 6 of Cups, I mean, this is clearly something having to do with your soul level. There's something, I don't know if you're already involved with what your soul is calling you towards, or you will be very soon. But this is a very bright energy, a very high vibration coming up here. So I'm gonna look into this even more. You guys' energy is a little bit confusing. You also, okay, so with the King and the Queen of Pentacles here, it is again giving me this sense of fulfillment. All right, but this one's very curious. Let's actually just clarify this one card. So you have the 5 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. I pulled them as together here. And it does look like there is some kind of opportunity brewing. What is this feeling I'm getting? This is a little odd. Spirit, can you please clarify? I'm dying to know here. What is the 7 of Pentacles telling us? What's coming? What is growing here? The Knight of Pentacles, look, they're teasing us here. So the Knight of Pentacles is talking about something kind of taking a while to build or grow. Bottom of the deck, you have the 8 of Cups. So there is some movement that is showing up for you. There's like a shift. What is coming next? What's next for group 4 in terms of their career? Yeah, look, see? There is growth, there is movement. I feel that you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised with what's coming up for you as you move forward into the year. I do feel that there is an opportunity brewing. Yeah, okay, there it is. There is definitely an opportunity coming for you, and it's going to be much better suited for you in ways that you probably were not aware of. Because the Queen and the King of Pentacles are there. Maybe you are secure in your job or your situation. Maybe you're comfortable. That was the word that first came up. But then you have this curious Queen of Cups. There's something here calling to the soul level more than just something with security. There's something here really reaching, trying to reach me in your reading. Oh boy. There's a higher calling here. Is from what I can see. See, like I said, expansion. I think all of the readings did get this one, but it did show itself in different ways. You have the Ace of Cups here. So there's something I'm getting, so all of these cups coming up together, you can see the difference with the Pentacles energy. This is very earthly, very grounded, but over here it's as if you're rising on the scale, on the musical scales. So maybe it does have something to do with, I don't know, maybe something with creativity or a project or something like that. You have the 9 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles, and then the Hierophant. So let's put all of this together. With the 9 of Wands, I do feel that within the year, you're going to probably be reaching a state where it's kind of like reaching the end of that energy stream, or like not the end of your rope, but there's going to be, you're going to be creeping towards some kind of ending or a new beginning. Well, both actually. Okay, so with the 6 of Pentacles coming up here, there's some kind of yearning, kind of similar to group 3. Group 3, they were the humanitarians, the healers, and all of that, and there is a similar vibe coming out from you guys, like this need to help others who are in hardship or something like that. I do feel that there's a deep inner calling, a spiritual calling for you guys specifically. I feel that a lot of you are very experienced in terms of either your own spirituality or perhaps something having to do with caring for others, or let's see what else comes up. I mean, this is a very curious reading. I haven't seen anything like this. Spirit, can you please give us a little clarity for group 4? What's coming next for them? The Judgment card. Okay. What's coming next for group 4 in their careers? Okay. Yeah, there's certainly an opportunity coming up. I feel like at a certain point with whatever situation or, I don't know, situation or job that you're in, I do feel like things significantly shift soon or within the year. It does look like things become not quite so comfy for you. So you might start to see some conflicts or feelings of perhaps stagnation or feeling stuck or trapped or something like that. Now, as you continue to move forward, you're gonna start to see some opportunities, but this is not an opportunity that this is not a 3D world opportunity. There's opportunities that are presenting themselves to you, or will be presenting themselves to you from spirit. This is a very high calling here, and I'm dying to know like the details. Okay, so as you can see with the 3 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles, look at that. You were called for something different. The 3 of Pentacles has directly to do with work, and then the 9, look at the independence. This is financial independence, financial freedom, or just standing really tall in your power and independence, right? Even though it does look like you probably will still work with people, I feel like there's something special brewing here. What is it? Oh, okay. So with the Judgment card, this is the new beginning energy, right? There's a stark shift from now, whatever you're doing in the present, to the near future, or like a little bit further on in the year. There's a huge energy shift. That's why I was a little confused. I'm just like, wait a minute. So you have the Knight of Swords. So I do feel like a lot of clarity and really exciting ideas are going to start up for you. Did I already mention the 8 of Wands? I forgot, because this card came up for most of the groups. I think for all of them, actually. So again, movement and shift coming up here. Okay, so let's see. Again, with this, the 8 of Cups. So just kind of moving on from some previous energy. Spirit, can you please give us a little more clarity? Where are they moving towards in whatever field or path? Where are they moving towards, and what does it involve? There, the High Priestess, something very spiritual and very spiritually connected, very important spiritually. Let's see what else. I think that another thing that ends up happening is some of you end up being in the spotlight. Like you you show yourself to the world. There is this, yeah, there was this really strong pull to show yourself and to kind of step outside of your comfort zone and step out of the shadows, right? And proclaim yourself as this powerful being. So for some of you, it could look like, yeah, like you had a higher spiritual calling. It could have been like showing yourself as some kind of a, I don't know, there's like this feeling of glamour. There's like, I don't know, like this is super interesting. This is a very unique energy for you guys. I don't know what it is that you're working on, but you really step outside into the spotlight in some shape or form. So I'm very curious. So 10 of Wands. So I do feel like you release a burden, you release this facade and take off the mask, kind of. You take off the mask and show your true colors. So the way that that translates when you show your true colors is, oh my goodness. I mean, I just see someone who is beaming, someone who is filled with this brightness, and other people are turning to look at this person and are being inspired and influenced positively. And that can take so many forms, but this is really big energy coming from you guys. Let me get some more cards. I'm so curious what this is. Yeah, like I said, very unique messages. I never got any message like this. And you guys in group 4, very different from the other 3 groups. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 4? What's coming up for them in their careers or abundance? The word followers was coming up to my mind. So this is very, very relevant for you guys who are doing all of that stuff with social media. And I know a lot of you are. I have seen the comments. I look. Holy moly. Okay, let me just take a moment here. Big energy, big dreams. And like the fact that the word followers came up, that's so funny to me. So it'll be literally followers on social media, and if not social media, it'll be followers in your 3D path, you know, of whatever it is that you're doing. So we had the Empress. There's a ton of abundance, brightness, and beauty in this card. You have, yep, there it is. For the second time, the 9 of Pentacles. This is a card of luxury. For some of you that were interested in acting, this is relevant for you guys. So it's acting, it's social media, it's stage presence, performing. That's awesome. I love it. So if that is not resonating for you like at all, this might not be the right group for you, but the energy here is very big and very noticeable. And yes, it could take a lot of different forms. So let's say if it's not something that, you know, that much in the spotlight, it could be something that's dialed back a little bit. So it could be any, like, I see you as being the face of something, or the face of either, you know, it could be the face of a company, the face of a program, the face of a some kind of a group, or something like that. But it's very much independently run and prosperous, something that creates abundance in itself. Okay, we also had for the sorry, we also have for the second time the 3 of Pentacles. So I do feel like, yeah, just with all those pentacles together, just really creating all of that abundance. Something where you can really speak your voice as well. A lot of collaboration here, okay? So remember, followers, so much collaboration. So whatever it is, you are running the show, and there's a lot of people behind you. Whoo! King of Swords. You have the 2 pages over here. Page of Wands and Page of Cups. There's a lot of playful energy as well, whatever is going on here. So I'm not sure if, so we were getting some clues, yes. So I hope that this is sounding familiar to you. So, because I tried to be as specific as I could. You have 7 of Wands and 7 of Swords. So there could be some aspect that's important in terms of truth and getting to the bottom of things and clearing up the energy perhaps of deception. I'm not quite sure what this is pointing towards, but this could be some aspect that's important in your line of work. Okay. What else? We have the Wheel of Fortune. I told you, this is a big calling. This is part of your destiny. So you guys are really meant to make waves. I love that. Make waves. Can you imagine? Okay. Very important work. Spirit, anything else you can tell us about this field, this path, and what's coming next for group 4? And by the way, another thing in terms of the spotlight, maybe it's something that you're not necessarily in the face of it, but you are the voice of it. So maybe something having to do with writing, or I don't know, a podcast, something like that. Because I know not everybody wants to be in the spotlight, or maybe that's not necessarily your calling, but it is something, it's a strong, at least energy theme. Oh, okay, so we had, where was it? The 10 of Wands did show up again. What other ones did I miss here? The Queen of Swords, okay. The Queen and the King of Swords, yeah, there is some important element of truth, perhaps, well, actually, yes. Justice. That actually was a common theme tonight, was something having to do with justice, fairness, and fighting for what's right. That was a lot of it. So, yeah, that was no exception for you guys. That is something that is important to you as well, just justice and fairness and balance in terms of the work that you're doing. So, you had the 10 of Wands, and I'm not sure if it's just repeating that message, but it could be. I mean, like maybe you just got tired of the burdens and you dropped them. It could also be hinting at maybe you helping to remove some of the burdens in the collective as well. Whatever the case is, you see here with the 9 of Cups, wow, this is incredibly fulfilling to you. Whatever you're moving towards, it's fulfilling. There's a lot of happiness and satisfaction, and it's something that you've really, really been craving to do for so long. Over here with the King and the Queen of Pentacles, again, earth energy and just kind of a grounded energy, but all of this is really lifting you up. Very important. Okay. So, Spirit, what are some of the messages of guidance in regards to potential blockages to abundance for group 4? 8 of Cups. Be willing to move on is what they said. Be willing to move on and up, and do not limit yourself. Don't limit yourself in your dreams, because as you can see from this energy, this is big energy. These are big dreams. These are ambitions, yes, but don't limit yourself by stuffing yourself in a box. Let yourself out of that box and be loud and proud about everything that you are and are destined to be. So that mindset could, like a mindset of limiting yourself, could be a potential blockage to abundance. Oh my gosh. The 10 of Pentacles. It's this card is literally a treasure chest. Can you imagine I am just beside myself. This reminds me, I did a personal reading recently, and it reminds me of that person's energy, where, you know, they had all these dreams of this, you know, of fame, of wealth, of prosperity, and, you know, they were pretty much kind of shunned, or let's say stifled, and had to feel like about this big. But the reading that came up was incredible. It was just like this, where it's like, you know, don't limit yourself. Like, who's to say that you can't make this happen? Who's to say? Even if, let's say, you tried and it didn't quite come through the way that you thought, maybe it was just like, take a different approach, take a different avenue. You never know. And if it is in your soul's calling, which is what is showing up here, okay, it's not like you could stop yourself anyway. The only person that could stop you is you. Whew. Okay, what else? We had the Temperance. What else am I missing here? So no, that was it. The Temperance, and we also have the Two of Cups. Definitely with both of these cards, it's speaking of, oh, okay, right. So it's speaking of the balance and the duality that must take place within yourself first, just within your own spirit. So it's kind of like meeting yourself, your own inner divine masculine and feminine, your own inner just harmony, right? Okay, so that's going to be hugely important. So definitely make sure to do the inner work first. Yeah, that's true for everyone, but for you guys in particular, you can't really take on this huge energy without making sure that you are solid within yourself. You got to be really balanced and really grounded in order for you to attract this abundance and to stay grounded throughout the whole journey, because this is quite a journey. Spirit, any other messages in regards to potential blockages to their abundance? Wait, did something flip? No. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is something. I just never seen this before. Wow. Okay, a lot of stuff coming up here. So let's start with this card. We do have the Nine of Swords. Okay, look at all the doubt, the worry, the anxiety, and just the negativity in this card. And there's like this, on this version of the Nine of Swords, there's this, I don't know what that is, like some spirit or something like that. I'm not really sure what that is, but she can't see. I do feel that this is representing your one version of yourself, right? Where all of that negative stuff and the worry and the anxiety comes through, and all you want is freedom. Okay, so it's kind of like all of that stuff is attacking you. So again, the energy of protection. Try to work with your guides a bit more in regards to your protection and your safety and all of that, and really lifting yourself, okay? Because again, like that energy of confining yourself is really going to be working against you. So live in or manifest the abundance mindset. Now you also have the Ten of Cups. I think that, yeah, here it is. The Ten of Cups again. You're meant to live in this high vibration. You're meant to live in this harmony. The rainbows, like, this is so exciting. I am getting a very luxurious feeling. Okay? Luxury, abundance, prosperity. I mean, come on. It's not just with money. This is with all things. This is with spiritual and emotion as well. Okay? So keep that visual in your mind of this harmony, and I'm not really sure the image that's coming. I mean, I'm getting this image of definitely cleanse yourself and cleanse all of that lower vibration that's within you is a huge message. And similar to that, we have the Six of Cups. So what we want is purity. Okay, so purity, you know, spiritual purity is just really cleansing all of the darkness, yes, but also letting yourself be in the light of the divine, right? And one way that you can do that is kind of like tap into your inner playfulness, your inner child, you know, maybe spend time with you know, animals or children, or in nature, or with flowers, and the, like, anything with nature, okay? To tap back into that energy of playfulness and purity is really what we're looking for, and it'll help you to feel like a kid again. It'll help you to raise that vibration to match all of this, okay? See with the Empress. And finally, we have the Moon and the Strength card. Okay. So with the Moon, I just sense with this one, it's all about the mystery of things and the uncertainty of things, okay? But remember, you know, not get caught up in that energy. Stand tall in your power with the Strength card. Remain in your center. Remain, you know, just manifest balance. And really, not to say lean on your spirit guides, but be supported by them. That's why they're there. They want to help you. You have a big journey and a big purpose. And you certainly are not expected to do that alone. Okay, so yes, call on them way more than you have been, and really, really allow them to guide you, because I don't think that there's any other way to do this. Okay, let's do just one last. Any other final messages of advice or guidance for group 4? Let's just do one more. Any other final messages for group 4, please and thank you. Yes. Whoa. Okay, so you have the Knight of Cups. It's time to start moving, is what they said with that. Open up the heart, open up the connection to the divine, and just go for it. Final card is the Sun. Oh my gosh. I am just so... It's this beaming energy coming from you guys. I mean, come on, literally with the Sun. Wonderful. I love it. You guys are a beacon of light. And really a face of light. I've never seen a reading like this. Group 4. So, abundance, prosperity, brightness, success, all of it. You know, so again, remember to remain grounded and centered. And, of course, to not lose sight of the whole reason that you started that journey. You know, so whatever it was, whether it was to help people, to inform people, to influence people in a positive way, to motivate them, whatever your original purpose was, hold fast to that purpose. Remain guided and grounded on your path, and remain, of course, and you already know this, but remain humble and grateful no matter what, and you will always be at peace. You will always be happy. Okay, so group 4. Amazing energies coming from you guys, and I hope it helped. I hope it resonated. Let us know in the comments what's going on with you, and be sure to subscribe and share if this helped, if you enjoyed this. So group 4, that is what I have for you. I look forward to hearing everybody's comments on everything, and good luck on your journeys. I wish you the best, and I will see you in the next Pick a Card reading. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.